Welcome to another Sparks Enterprise Architect Masterclass, and once again we will be working with Enterprise Architect version 15.2, which I'll just open now. So this Sparks EA video is about scripting, getting started with scripting. To access the scripting interface, you can click on Specialize and then open the script library. This brings up the scripting window you can see down here on the left. And if you've got the right MDG technology turned on, you can see you can find lots of example scripts in JScript and VBScript, as well as any local scripts that come out of the box with EA. There'll be a link in the description with a link to the Sparks API documentation, but we'll give you an example of how to get going pretty quickly. So the first thing you need to do is to create your own group. These different groups have different functions. For example, any scripts in the new diagram group will appear in a context menu, but we'll just have a normal group for now. Keep it simple. Now we have a group, we can create scripts in a variety of different languages, and JavaScript is becoming more important with the new version of EA that's just come out, version 16. However, I'll be focusing on VBScript because that does allow a little bit more interoperability with Microsoft Office tools and so on that also use VBScript. So I'm going to create a new VBScript, and I'm going to call this example 1. And now I can open that script and begin editing it. So as you can see, we have some boilerplate text and with commented outlines, but the main action happens in this subroutine called main, which is then called at the bottom. Okay. So I'll start with a simple hello world with session. Now the editor is fairly simplistic, however it does have autocomplete and IntelliSense that gives you hints to the codes that you can use. Now knowing these codes does come with experience, however there is some very good documentation out there from Sparks. I know that session.output hello world. Let me do that again. Now it comes with experience knowing these keywords, but I know that session output and then some kind of string. I'll use the famous hello world. So now when I run this script, this will output. Now we won't see anything when I run this because we can't see the output window. So going back to portals, we can choose system output, and there we can see our hello world there on the system output showing hello world. Now just to show you that that was real, I'll add an exclamation mark and rerun the script by clicking on this little play button here. Now we have an hello world there. Now a useful tip to ensure that the session output window is open so that you can see the session output lines, you can open it from within a script by using the repository object, and that comes with a function ensure output visible, and that requires a parameter which is the name of the window to the name of the tab to open. So now when I press play and run the script, it opens the system output window, and there we can see our message. And run that again, you can see the messages appearing multiple times. If you wanted a fresh window every time, you can use the repository object again to clear output, and that also requires a parameter of the name of the tab to clear, normally the one that you've just opened. So now when I run the script, it ensures that this window is open and clears its output. Right, some more detail about scripting. So far we've used the repository object and its two functions, ensure output visible and clear output, to show some kind of output printing to that window, a typical hello world program. So now we've got a way to run the scripts, we can understand how to do that, and we can write information to the screen to have some kind of output. So I'm now going to create a model to start interrogating the information in it. And I'm going to create a variable, or in VBScript dim, called model. I'm going to set model to equal repository get at repository dot models dot get at 0. So that's the first model in the repository, which in this case is model. So now I've got that, I can now session output, and rather than a string, I'm going to use the model dot name. Now notice that the IntelliSense doesn't come up here. Okay, and there's a reason for that, and it's because EA doesn't know what sort of variable model is. So I can say that this variable dim model as EA dot, it's a package. So now when I start using this variable, I can type its name, and IntelliSense comes up as before. So running this script, we should see the scripting output window go blank. It will still say hello world, but then it will give us the name of the model element here. So there's hello world and there's model.